Good morning, HCGers. This is Laura. So finally, I dropped this morning. I've had a 1.3 net pound loss. And I say that because I had gained, I went back and looked. I gained 0.7 on my weigh-in on Monday. Then I was down 0.1 on Tuesday, and then down again 0.1 on Wednesday. And today is Thursday. I went to work and looked. And it's only my 4-day work week, so I was really excited to realize it was Wednesday and not Tuesday, because that meant I only had, my work week was halfway over, more than halfway over. Anyways, it was just funny. So I woke up this morning to a 1.8 pound loss. And to top it off, I am now in new territory. Thank you, HCG, for finally letting me move to new territory. Because it's like 12 days into my diet. And guess what, folks? I'm finally in new territory, so here on out, it's all new weight loss. And that makes me very happy, because it's not like I'm 160 pounds. I'm 215 pounds as of today. So I have a couple more rounds to go, and I have a lot of weight to release. So I went back and looked at my round 1 results, and I am exactly at the same weight loss as I was that round. And I did have a couple stalls here and there leading up to this point too, but I lost more in round 1 this time than I did then. So, oh well, I hope to lose more than 20 pounds this time, because that's all I lost last time. I don't really want to do this 6 rounds, and you know, but if I have to, I have to. It's you know, it's my fault. I'm the one who allowed my body to gain all the weight back that I had lost the last time, and I didn't intervene sooner. So I have nobody to blame but myself, because folks, I'm the one who bent the elbow and put it to my mouth. Nobody sat there and force fed me. I'm just saying. So, I'm trying to just let stress go, which is an issue for me. I've always been the matriarch in my family, and I take everything on, and now I'm having to learn to let it go, and that's difficult when you have kids. Nobody really wants to see their kids struggle, but I keep going back to one of the therapists that told me, Laura, do you think you'd be the same way you are today if you didn't encounter some of those struggles and issues that you went through in your childhood and then in your first marriage? And you know, she's right. I would not be this strong, determined person I am if I didn't encounter those obstacles and make the choices to succeed. That, by gosh, I was going to prove to some of my family members, who I will not name, that were my mother's sisters, who said I was from the wrong side of the tracks, and I was always going to be from the wrong side of the tracks. And I've always felt like the black sheep of the family. And so what have I done? Inside of myself, I said, well, guess what? I'm going to push to become the most successful member of my extended family. Now, I'm not the most successful, but in my extended family that I know of, because I don't really contact them much, but I am very successful considering where I came from. You know, my mother has some serious medical issues and was always on the system. And, you know, I did grow up in government housing and you know, in Seattle, you know, so the odds of me getting to where I am were not in my favor. And two of the three of us children, of my mother's children, unfortunately went the statistical route, and I did not. I made choices in my life that said, well, but I did that because I was going to, I was determined and to succeed. And I need to keep that in mind when it comes to my children, that I am where I'm at today. And a lot of us are where we are at today because we've made choices or we've had to overcome some hardships that made us what we are today. So I'm trying to learn to embrace that. And I'm also trying to learn to let go at the same time. And Robin Woodall likes to say, you know, some of us live in a constant fight or flight. And I will admit, I live in a constant fight or flight because that's all I've really known, you know. Growing up in government housing in Seattle was a little rough. Living with a mother that's disabled was way rough. And living with and then having a father that was abusive, it just, you know, there's a lot of things that I learned. I mean, I've always been in a fight or flight state, you know, and then I married a man that was abusive, and that caused my own fight or flight issues into my adulthood. And I married when I was 17, so I was real stupid. And it's not that I'm saying people that marry at 17 are stupid, but I was looking for a family, and he was a farm child, and he had this best family. And through therapy, I realized that that's what I was looking for, and that's why I married him. Plus, it was a comfort zone because I knew it. I knew the personality, and, you know, you work through those things and you go, wow, I was dumb. Anyways, that's way deep, more than you guys ever want to know. But, you know, it is some of those layers that are coming off that I'm having to find a new me and a new way to cope, because I don't have the food to help me cope. And that's been a little difficult to work through. But I've been challenged. Oh, heavens, have I been challenged. I've been challenged to want to helicopter in and save my children. And I'm fighting my own self to not get involved and say, hey, you made your bed, now you need to lie in it, and you need to figure out how to straighten it out, fluff it up, and crease the edges. That's not easy for me, because I never wanted my children to have to experience some of the hardships I did. And but on the other side, back to HCG. But I mean, this is all part of my emotional struggle to shed the weight and get over my fight or flight issues that I have and that I live in, and de-stress my life, which is what I'm working really hard to do. Anyways, I'm almost at 10 minutes, so I'll say talk to you guys later. Have a good day. I'm lost.